So they have dragged me along. They made sure that they are creating objections, and they didn't accept actually to face the court. They were raising objections every moment and every day. Chebukati acted hellod on me, and he faced what hellod faced in the Bible. I do forgive him, but I am telling him openly during the day, he faced what hellod faced in the Bible. He attempted suicide, because those are the consequences of such acts. And I want to repeat once more, people are usually very fast to condemn such things. This time loud, very few people condemned. So I said, well, he can't postpone my journey, but he has no power to stop my journey. Postponement agreed, stoppage not possible. He's actually on his way out. After this time, I'll be meeting him along the streets as an old man with a hanging coat. And I'll say hi to him. And I can promise I'll buy him a cup of tea. And I want him to listen to me very clearly, because he has never told Kenyans why he disqualified me. Well, after that, I can tell you that all the readers in this country, a good number of readers celebrated my exit. And there is one camp which really celebrated. Their followers in my country have been holding meetings, prayer meetings, to make sure that I'm not in the ballot. So I know where this is coming from. And I'm speaking from deep down my heart. However, as all this happened, I made a decision that after this, I would turn my party into a resistance movement. And I'm not joking about that. I said it will be Usawa resistance movement, because we are fighting injustice, starting with electoral injustice, and then going to economic injustice, social and other political and other forms of injustice, which has found root in this nation. However, as I took that decision, I can tell you, one man called me. I discussed with that one man. When others were celebrating, the Honorable Raila Odinga engaged me for 3 good hours, straight hours, man-to-man discussion. No one else was there. This was very close to the handshake thing. We talked man-to-man with Mzee for 3 hours. And he's the only person who admitted to me that injustice was meted on me. And he told me clearly that was not just. And I discussed with him my feelings about it. And I told him that my next route is resistance. He told me, yes, it can be an option, but there are other better options in the meantime. And he asked me one question. If you give me your manifesto, or that is what is very dear to you as far as Usawa party is concerned, and we accommodate it within our manifesto, would you change your mind? And I'm saying it very frankly here. I told him Usawa kwa wote is premised on household economic model, uplifting the livelihood of households, because the cumulative effect of households creates the rest of the levels of economy. If households are safe, if households' incomes are enhanced, if households can access health care, then the village will be safe, it will be well, and cumulatively the location all the way toward and at the national level, then we deliver the national good. So it is at the household level that everything happens. And I expounded to him what I think and what my main programs are. And we discussed frankly, man to man. I told him that my champion program is daily development. We are the only county which has created a factory, a milk factory. We are the only county which has a minimum guaranteed price of milk of 40. When others plunge down to 18 during glut, we sustain at 40. I told him that is key to me. Daily is key to me. And he asked me, how can we partner with you to enhance daily further in Murang'a and across the region and nationally? And I told him two things. One, I believe that a cow is a peasant's kiosk. That is my very strong belief, that a cow is a peasant's kiosk. And I told him that in my manifesto, I have a program which I want to implement for this republic, starting from my county, called One Home, One Cow. Because I believe that that is the easiest way to eradicate poverty at household level in areas which are agricultural. So I told him that if I would have become the president, I would have immediately introduced One Home, One Cow program amongst all farmers, all subsistence farmers earning below a particular level of income. And I told him I would have done that because I know a cow delivering 5 liters of milk in the morning, 5 in the evening, 10 liters at 40 shillings is 400 shillings, times 30 is 12,000 shillings. So I told him, Baba, if we can combine your 6,000 and my cow program can give 12,000 shillings to all peasant farmers in the country. That is $3 a day per household. The international poverty line is $1 a day, as prescribed by World Bank. And I told him that if I have to work with you, then the One Home, One Cow must be in our joint manifesto, the Usawa Azimio manifesto. And he said, if you agree that we work together, then we shall adopt One Home, One Cow program as part of Usawa Azimio manifesto. And we did a deal. And he said that is going to happen. That was my first line point, whereby the government puts money aside to make sure that every peasant farmer in this nation has a cow which can produce or which can earn at least between 8 to 12,000 shillings per day. If my people get that, especially the very poor, then I would be safe. So he agreed that in our joint manifesto, that is going to happen. That's what I wanted to achieve. Nobody else can embrace such, because they would think that my manifesto is competing with their manifestos. Then we also agreed that he's going to enhance the daily program in Murang'a. The factory which I started need to be funded by government, the way KCC is funded, so that we can expand it into other products, butter in the less, so that we can be able to raise the price of milk to farmers. He said yes, that is going to be under discussion. Because my law is to search for my people. So the other thing, we agree that that price of milk is going to be protected and enhanced going forward, so that even after I leave Murang'a, nobody can come to drop the price of milk. So we jointly agreed that the daily program in Murang'a will be protected, it will be enhanced, there will be further finances to expand my factory, and that will be spread across our region, central Kenya and beyond, and that One home, one cow will be a national program in Kenya. We also discussed the small trader, and that will be done under the already registered cooperative. In Mulanga, we have a one home, one cow cooperative, fully registered. So we said we are going to anchor it there, but then we spread it across the nation as a cooperative which should be funded by government to make sure that all small-scale farmers have got a cow to earn them some milk, some food, and some money in their pocket. That's a deal which I extracted with Baba, and we are going to make it public, and it's going to be part of his manifesto. On the small traders, I raised another demand that Mulanga County is the only county which has registered a funding program for small traders in the whole country. The program which I had sent to Senate was shut down by Senate. I took it to my assembly, and Mulanga, we have as hawkers and informal traders empowerment act. It's not a bill, because it's an act. And that act has been allowed to access government money for the small traders and hawkers. And we've already started giving out money. That is premised on Wachuzi Sacco, a fully registered Sacco with an act behind it, with a budget behind it, and we've already started giving money in Mulanga, whereby small traders are accessing money to repay with zero interest. I have struggled, and that has gone through. We've given the first tranche some months back, and we are going to give another tranche, for example, I think in a week's time. So I told him that I also want you to tell me that this Sacco will be supported by government, the Wachuzi Sacco, and it will spread across Mount Kenya region and beyond, whereby the government will put its money there in a cooperative model so that small-scale traders can be accessing interest-free money from that program. That one, he said yes, he's going to do it, and therefore the small traders of this country, starting with my county, are safe. So all markets which has men and women trading there are in it, will get into it, and they'll be getting funds directly through the Sacco, because the Sacco is part of government. So we shall extend that to other markets, Marikiti, Mothurwa, all markets in Kenya will benefit from that, because that is what I wanted to do if I would have been allowed to contest as a president of this republic. So all markets in Mulanga, I want to assure them, all small traders in Mulanga, this is not the issue Slagoneering. It's already in place. He has accepted to adopt it. So we are not recreating, we are not reinventing the wheel. We are hitting the ground, moving. And actually, next week, we are even giving the Mulanga people. They will be in their thousands. And I want that replicated in Nyeri. I want it done in Kiambu. I want it in Nyandarua. I want it in Laikipia. I want it within our region. And I want it beyond our region. Because it should be a national program at our Wachuzi cooperative program. He accepted that. And that's why I'm sharing publicly. Because I must have a reason as to why I need to join or support who. Because my candidature has been blocked. That one we agreed. Third item which we discussed is the issue of food security to small-scale farmers. I told him clearly that in Mulanga, every year we give free seeds to 350,000 homesteads under our household economic model. And we give them between 15 to 20 kilos of fertilizer for free. People are talking about moderating the price of fertilizer. They are talking about subsidizing the price of inputs. But we have majority of Kenyans who, even if you subsidize, they will not access. That is a lot. That is lotting. That is where the problem lies. In Mulanga for the last 8 years, and this is in record, I have given all homesteads a 2-kilo packet of hybrid maize every year without failure for the last 8 years. So, as others prescribe theory, I wanted to implement what I have done in Mulanga. Every peasant farmer in this country, through Kenya Seed Company, which is a state corporation, me have been buying, spending company money, government money. We have Kenya Seed. It must be used to empower small scale, those poor farmers at home with food, live on income. I've done it for 10 years, for 8 years. A pack of fertilizer, 15 to 20 kilos to every farmer for free. A pack of 2-kilo hybrid maize, in order to enable at least every homestead to produce at least 12 bags of maize. And then you allocate 1 bag of maize every month. That family will go without hunger for 12 months unless there is a disaster, even before we get into large-scale irrigation production. So that every household at least can have some food to eat, even if the price of unga or other variables change or misbehaves. That has secured my people. I wanted to secure the nation. So he said that program of every peasant farmer being given maize seeds and a portion of fertilizer, and I'm not talking about large-scale producers, I'm talking about 80% of small scalers who lives in the village must get free maize seeds the way I give, because I don't want my dream in Mulanga to die. I want the dream to go around my region and to go around the nation. Baba said, if that was your manifesto, we shall sit and agree on that, so that we learn the free maize only for the poor, so that they can make their own food, because they can't afford to go to the shop to buy their food. That was in my manifesto, which was killed Herod Chebukati. And we agreed on that. So, in that case, we've touched the daily farmer, we've touched the peasant farmer, and we've touched the small trader. That on its own would raise majority of our people above poverty line, even without exaggeration. The other one, to finish on what we agreed, is in Mulanga, we educate, like now we have 5,000 students on free scholarship. 5,000 going to premier schools under the sponsorship of county government for free. Meaning that as they get into university, you are going to create over 5,000 every year professionals, and that need to be going up under the program which we call Nyota Zetu. I told him I want that program replicated again. I want people in Nyeri to benefit. I want people in Kiambu. I want people in Nyandarua to benefit, so that the government has a kitty with a defined number of students who are likely not to access secondary education. He can now mix that with his free education. We agreed. We also agreed on that. So, in short, I brought my heart issues out, and we agreed that we are going to now make sure that the programs which I've done in Mulanga, which has made me be voted twice out of 80% in each general election, are part of the national program, so that we protect and perpetuate those programs. The list is long, but those are some of the few things which we agreed on, which are going to protect the economic, social interests of the very least in our community. Because that is my main goal. Make sure that households are ring-fenced economically. And if you then add that to the NHIF for all, then you have households which has food, they have some income, and they are healthy. That is the basic minimum that we can deliver to Kenyans. The Avocado Project was another project which I discussed with him. We've raised the profile of Murang'a. We are actually in terms of unit area, the largest producer of avocados in Africa now. 2013, when I became the governor, we had 200,000 trees of avocado in Murang'a County. We have given for free a population of 2.5 million for free to the people of Murang'a. Every household in Murang'a has been granted at least 5 trees of avocado for free, raising the population from 200,000 to 2.7, close to 3 million seedlings. That is pure income. The 3 million seedlings has a potential, if you give every tree an output of 1,000 avocados a year, because that's the minimum production, at even only 15 shillings, it has a potential of giving Murang'a close to 30 billion Kenya shillings. And that is feasible. We are currently the leading producer. Murang'a actually shot Kenya to #1 in Africa last year in avocado export, only from one county. Last year, export business received, I think, close to 14 billion from avocado, and 9 billion came from Murang'a. We want that protected. We want that. We want that escalated nationally, because I believe Nyanza people should benefit from such, because their soils allow. People in other regions, but they don't know. Those are secrets which can only be borrowed from Murang'a, my brothers. And why I wanted to become president is so that I can escalate those secrets across the nation. So we agreed we shall protect that and make sure that we even have contractual markets. Chinese have been doing our roads. They have the highest number of mouths given the population. We should be doing reciprocal deals with them. You do our loads, but then you must carry all our avocados as a condition. Reciprocal trading. So that the market is assured, even at the time of contracting some of these deals. I mean, they are looking for avocados. We are giving them loads, but we are left with the avocados here. They can carry everything and then go to Mexico looking for more. In Murang'a County, the biggest threat to avocado business is actually theft. In Mexico, they guard the avocado farms with armed guards because it's precious. And it's also precious here. We've lifted it to that level. We raised the price from 1 shilling to 15 shilling minimum. But people are actually, farmers in Murang'a and the other counties, actually losing it because people are going to the field because it's now good. They're actually cutting down the tree, branches, and running away to go and harvest away. That is theft. We need to protect our farmers. If today you break into a bank, it is classified as robbery with violence because it's a bank. The avocado, our farm produce, is our bank. That should be classified as robbery with violence because we need to protect our farmers wholly. So in short, what I'm saying is that when the Herod Chepukati blocked my way, that Mzee agreed that we need to work together so that those programs which we are doing here can sustain and we can escalate those programs elsewhere. And therefore, I made a decision. The party Usawa Wote made a decision that through that joint manifesto, Usawa Wote will support the candidacy of Raila Odinga. And my supporters will be behind Raila Odinga. The left schemed against me. there is no way, therefore, we can close lungs. They actually schemed against Muranga, because it has reached a level whereby people even think that they are the kings in Muranga. I am the de facto leader of Muranga. I've been a leader there for 10 years, dealing with their small problems every day. And that's why they have been voting for me at 80%, percentage. 80%. Therefore, I cannot personally allow other people to come and take leadership of my county. Muranga is actually a sovereign county. And I want to repeat that to whoever have ears. I cannot govern Muranga for 10 years consistently at the mandate of Wanjiko, and then other people start coming over and taking over leadership there. I am the de facto leader of Muranga County. And this message need to know. I'm not saying people should not visit, but they should realize that I'm the de facto leader. I've seen people coming from Karatina. They are the ones who are now roading over my county in Muranga. Pure rubbish. And I want to tell them very clearly, we have no shortage of leadership in Muranga. Neither do we have shortage of leadership in Central Kenya. We are not going to borrow leadership. No, we have enough leaders in this. My community have enough leaders. We are not going to extinct in terms of leadership under the guise of slogans. I want to tell my people that we now need a point of reflection. They know me. I've served them for 10 years. I cannot mislead them. We need to settle. There are emotions which need to be settled in this nation. Everybody is high on something. And might be that's why even Wajakoyo is in there. I'm not saying he is high, but I think in Kenya, we are high on something. All of us. And we are going to lose the election. We need a moment of reflection. And that calls for wisdom. I think we are too fast. We are too aggressive. And we are going to incite this nation into bloodshed. And I can see that coming. The kind of lectures which I'm hearing from both sides sounds danger. And this is happening all the way to the edge. That if Azimio holds a meeting, it's about the others. If Kenya Kwanza is about the others. And people are getting very aggressive. Crows are out to kill who? To injure who? We are one nation, guys. This is the time now when we need that old man. I can tell you, whether you like it or not. So that we can sober up. At least there are things which you can't do, I can tell you. We now need a moment of reflection. We now need a bit of wisdom, because the speed at which we are going to destroy this nation. People are behaving as if Kenya is expiring tomorrow. Kenya will be there into posterity. We can lose elections. See, me, I've been kicked out. See, Kenya is still running. So people failing or not failing, that is people's personal problems. So, me, I'm saying, I've been able to look forward. I've not declared my stand for that long. I've been observing. I can see where we are headed. And I want to tell my community one thing. Me, I cannot mislead you. You can be sure of that. I've not done it before. And that's why I've said, I want to tell the Kikuyu community that my discussion with that old man has assured us. If you look at even the appointments which have been made, no appointment has been made from Muranga in particular. We are only seeing the story of Karatina. Karatina is not Muranga. Muranga has the highest votes within the broader Central Kenya bloc, with 621,000 votes. With neighbors and others, only at 300 and 400. But no one is talking about Muranga. We are being set up. We are being sent MPs from other areas to come and lord over us. I'm the governor of this county. MPs, first-time MPs, to come and lord over us. That is the far they have taken us. I want to tell my people we are extincting. We are becoming colonies of other counties. I have a lot of respect for Nyeri, but Murang'a will not be Gachagua's colony. Over my dead body. It won't be. It won't be. They have no regard for us. They're just loitering aloud. That with him, their president is a king over who? I want to repeat to them, I'm the supremo of Murang'a County. And I want to remind them once more, they can come visiting, but iko hiyo nyumba iko na mwenyewe na naitagwa Mwangi Wa Iria. Yes. And I'm not going to let it happen like that. They even abuse us at home. So the fact that nobody is even proposing a seat for my county is offending enough. At least I've seen Baba getting closer. I'm finding myself sitting in the cabinet. Yes. I'm finding myself very closer to the high, and that is the only way we can help our people. If I get to cabinet, we shall resolve all the issues. I will perpetuate all the programs which I have. We shall protect and multiply them and take them to other regions because I have the knowledge, I have the know-how, and I have the support of my people. Yes. So, I want to tell the people of Murang'a, kindly rally behind me. You have nobody else, let me tell you. You've been scattered, you have no one else. I am your leader. Rally behind me. Let the 620,000 votes go to Raila. We shall demand that Raila gives me a cabinet position. And me and Mother, because Mother is a deputy captain, we shall drive this ball. Peter Munya seated on the other side. We shall drive this mountain. And everybody should feel safe with us. People know us very well. As we don't compromise. I can tell you, Mother does not compromise. I don't compromise. Peter Munya does not compromise. That is a team. Kuna mambo mingi tunaongea hapa. Yes. Wale wengine tu wako lakini those are the people. Alafu tusaidiane na hao watu wengine wote. We must defend our mountain. We cannot let go. This mountain is too big to be scattered. It is too big. This is the center of the nation economically. This is the highest mountain in Kenya. We are not going to let it be scattered into small hills and more hills. So, my position is I am begging my people. Let us change tune. You listen to my tune and you find the benefits. Listen to my tune and you find the benefits. You get scattered and you regret forever. President Uhuru Kenyatta is retiring. I wish him very well. He has his mistakes, but he's been our head of state. At least he has left Kenya as one nation. We know the infrastructure. The few things which he has not done is the reason as to why we are going for a general election. And it's the reason as to why we shall go into other general elections, because whoever is going to get into office will not complete everything. And that's why we are there, so that we can also slowly start succeeding in. But we are not going to have a region without leadership. And that's why I've said I have offered myself to Raila Odinga for a cabinet position, and a senior cabinet position for that matter, which touches on my people. That is the direction. And I also want to say that we are fully behind Mother Wangari Karua. There are people who are feeling as if Karua is alone. I want to tell that dear lady of ours that we have embraced her. We are going to support her. We all appreciate, we cannot pretend that her CV is slightly longer than ours politically. I mean, I like being very sincere. First time MP hapo, At least I'm second term governor. But we know the history. We cannot ignore. So I want to assure Mother Karawa that she has my full backing. She has the backing of the people of Murang'a, and we shall ensure that we are not divided. We are going to give her our full, total backing. I can see some element as if she's feeling as if she's abandoned. You have myself to begin with as a soldier behind there. Na ukikuwa na shida wewe kuja kwangu. Mimi nimekuwa kwa hii waja, wewe umekuwa beleni, lakini mimi nimekuja baadaye, but we are going to deal because we want to protect the bigger good of Mount Kenya. We cannot go to a general election scattered. Our president is going in the next couple of days. As a community, we are not fools. And we have no leadership. No. We are where we are, and we must define ourselves now so that we are in the next government and we have some leadership for the broader region as a community. Because it's a shame for us to face a general election the way we are. We are going to extinct as a community, to Taisha. Where we are now where we are. And that's why I've taken a decision. Because I'm not going to oversee the demise of my community. Because we are where we are, and people want us to get into darkness. Without leadership, without the election, the president is going, we are going to take over. And he will be advising us. Anybody who is writing him off should forget. Because that's part of the scheme of scattering the Kikuyu community. We are not going to dismiss him. He's our own. Na wasikia hiyo vizuri sana. Atakuwa hapo, tutakuwa tunamuuliza. He's our elder. So hakuna mahali ataenda, atakaa hapo. Huyo ni wetu. Kibaki alikuwa wetu na alikuwa wetu. Kenyatta mzee alikuwa wetu. Huyo ni mtu wetu. So hawa ambao wana incite watu, huyo mzee Uhuru atakuwa hapo na sisi tutakuwa hapo kama majeshi yake, tutasukuma. You cannot extinct our leader because you want to extinct our community. And I know this formula very well. Mimi si mjinga. Retiring he is. Na haja kata. But you cannot tell us that is our order. Atakuwa hapa. Tutampatia mkwanjo, atakuwa akisema mambo ikaribika, tunamuita, tunakaa, tunaongea na yeye, anatengeneza mambo. You cannot tell us to maim our elder. We cannot accept. Wewe ni nani utuambie hivyo? And shame on you Kikuyus for the way you are behaving. Munaisha mkiona kwa nini? Wengine wanajiweka pamoja na sisi tunaisha. Nimesema lazima niseme because we just have some few days into transition. Na nikinyamaza hakuna mtu atasema Kenya hii. We must safeguard the interest of our community. We must safeguard the interest of our region. Na mimi nimejiweka hapo mbele kufanya hiyo kazi. Wangari wa Karoa ako hapo, tutamsukuma azimamie. We have no otherwise. Because the time wakati umeisha. Waikutu tunajifanya kama wajinga hapo, wakati umeisha jameni. Tunajifanya wajinga. Wakati tunaisha. You must save yourselves in the next 2 weeks. If you don't save yourselves, mimi hamtanilaumu. This is an emergency. We must get fire extinguishers. We must save this community. The community has been scattered. People have been spending time here scattering my community. We are not going to do it to continue. We shall regroup. We shall take a position and move forward. And the position, huyo mzee akae kidogo, tujipange. Tutajipanga. Na naambia watu wangu wote wa Murang'a, watu wa Central, wanisikize. Tutajipanga. But we need to give ourselves time. Sababu tumeingiliwa sana mpaka hatujajipanga vizuri. Tujipange na huyo kwanza. Karoa kae hapo, mimi nikae hapo, Peter Munya kae hapo, viongozi hao wengine wakuje, tujipange sasa. Because if I don't do that, and I'm the only second term governor, I'll be letting down my community. Kwa hivyo, mimi nawauliza watu wa Murang'a kuanzia wiki Saturday nina mkutano kule Mobi na baba atakuwa hapo. Yes. Na mimi nitasema ukweli. Saturday kila mtu akuje Mumbi asikie sasa nikiongea mengine, because I want to save this community. Sio mambo ya baba, sio mambo ya yule mwingine. Sisi hatuwezi sabaratishwa namna hiyo. Lazima tujipange upya. So Saturday I'll host him, and whoever want to counter can try. Because nasikia watu wakisema siji kuna vijana wanajiunga hapo. Wajaribu sasa, wanijaribu. Waone finishing yangu vile inakaanga. Unajua watu wamechezea wengine hapa, wanafikia hata hatuko. Nimesema sasa watu wajaribu. They will understand my finishing. Saturday nimesema hako hapo. Na nimeambia watu wangu ni kwa nini. Na hiyo mambo yote ambayo nimefanya haiwezi kuja kuharibiwa na watu. We want to scale up into the national scale. Central Kenya leaders wanaisha. Mimi siwezi isha. Tunapanda huko, tunatetea community yetu tukiwa hapo juu. Na ndio nimerepeat kule na Mheshimiwa Munya. Na kuje. Mimi nikuje hapo. Martha Karua akuje hapo. Tuone na hata nani ataguza hii community yetu. Hakuna. Na viongozi wengine ni wengi. I'm only mentioning those few. We protect this community so that we can live into the economic prosperity ya hii nchi. Kwa hivyo mimi nimepeana mwongozo, na nataka kurudia na wauliza Wakikuyu wote mahali waliko wasikize sauti yangu. Mimi siwezi wapoteza, na shida ikiingia nikiwa ndani, mimi najua vile ile vita naletanga. Kama tutapelekwa hivi, mimi niko hapo. Kama tutapelekwa hivyo, Karua yako hapo. Na Munya yako hapo. Tutasimama kidete tuseme no. This is not what we were promised. Lakini hakuna promises, hakuna nini. We are going generally. No leaders are being groomed from this region. Hatuwezi endekea mwelekeo huo. Hatuwezi isha tukiona. So I've taken a position that Usawa na Azimio zinaungana. Na it will be Baba, Mother and the Son. The Son has come. Itakuwa nini? Itakuwa Baba, Mother and the Son. And the Son has said it. Yes. Who else can say what the Son has said? The Son cannot mislead the family. The Son cannot, we must inherit the gains. So kuanzia sasa hapa Central ni Baba, Mother and the Son. And I'm the Son. Yes. And the Son will make sure that we are not scattered, because it is the role of the Son also to make sure that things are okay.
Very true.
So I have taken over that position, and I have given myself that position. Sidio? Kwa sababu na mahali vile tunaenda hakuna mtu anachukua hiyo. Sasa mimi ndiye kiongozi wa huko sasa. Na Rais Kenyatta ndiye wa elder, our advisor. He will remain there, and we shall continue respecting him. In Rift Valley, when Moi retired, they were all bowing. We were also going there to bow. My friends, you people think Kikuyus are stupid. They were bowing. William Ruto was going there. Paka anafungiwa wakati mwingine anasema kwa baba siwezi fungiwa. Gideon wote walikuwa hapo wanasema huyu ni baba wetu, ameretire, tutakuwa tunatoa mashauri kutoka kwake. Lakini mimi naambiwa baba yangu akiretire ati nimwache. Hiyo ni uhuni kutoka wapi? Uchenzi kabisa kama vile nani anasemanga. You cannot do that. Let me tell you one, you cannot do that to a community. Wewe unasema unapenda you cannot do that to a community. Na nimerudia. When Moi retired, he had his own ups and downs. The Kalenjin community were worshipping him. Huyo ni baba by all means kwao. Sidio? Lakini mimi naambiwa huyu wangu akiritaya ati niachane na yeye ili tuishe zote. Hiyo wasahau. Hiyo nimesema kwa sauti kubwa. Wakikuyu wamesema hiyo wasahau. And I know people have been misled here. And I want to encourage Kenyatta to remain as our elder there. Wewe huwezi kutuambia ati you don't belong to this community. Wewe unatuambia ati asiwe our elder, kwani ni elder wako? Wewe enda ukatae wenu. Wewe wakati wenu walikuwa hapo mlikuwa mnamworship. Mlikuwa mnaenda kufanya hivi kwake. Nyinyi mnasema mimi wetu akitoka ati tunamrushia hata mate huko nje. No way. Na hiyo nimeambia Wakikuyu mchunge sana. Hata mila yetu haifanye hivyo. Hata Raila kule. Hata wakati hako kwa power. Hao watu wa huko, they worship him. They at least they respect him. Na ndio sababu amefika hapo. And he has never been president. Lakini wanasema baba mpaka wamefanya hata sisi tunamuita baba. Wakarejini huko wakati Moi alikuwa hapo. Sasa sisi tumefanywa, hata Kibaki tulifanywa tumkosee heshima kidogo. Mimi nimeangalia, mimi naonanga bali sana. Hata Kibaki ni kama hakuwa nini, na Mungu amweke mahali pema. Lakini mimi nimeangalia sisi kuna formula tunachezewa hapa. Hata Kibaki wakati alikuweko ni kama hatuna kiongozi wa zamani. Alikuwa anawekwa hapa zia hivi. Wakati hawa wengine tunaenda tunapelekwa zote. Hiyo ujinga mimi nimekataa. Kwa sababu hiyo ndio ujinga hata inafanya vizazi vyetu kama Wakikuyu, kama watu wa Mount Kenya ziumie. Na ndio sababu ninasemaga tutashikwa na kituzi hapa. Vishauketa kazi hia. Tumesukuma mpaka mwisho, nikaona mimi tuko karibu na cliff. Mimi hebu niambie watu wangu, haki ya Mungu tunaisha zote. And because I've said it in good time, those 2 weeks are very, very important for our community. Those 2 weeks na wanisikize. Mimi kwa sababu nimeona hakuna sauti, rais akitoa sauti anaambiwa usiongee. Sasa basi mimi nimeongea. Rais akiongea anaambiwa no, wewe unaenda. Now the son has spoken. So it is Baba, Mother and the Son. Na waambiwe the Son has spoken. Hiyo ndio barabara ambayo tutafuata. And I will talk to also my brothers and sisters. Kwa sababu hapo ndipo shida imeingia kidogo. Hawaoni bali, hawaoni mbele, ati tuna shida. Wanasabaratishwa, wengine wanaungana. I will talk to our young men. Na nitawaambia tafadhali tusikizane sasa. You inherit from us, and we must create a community which can be bequeathed, inherited by our brothers, our sisters, our sons and our daughters. So mimi nimeongea kwa community yangu, na nimesema hivyo kwa sababu naona wakati inaisha na tutaisha na wakati. Mimi sitaki tuangamie na wakati. Nataka tujiunge pamoja, na nitafanya mikutano mingi. Tuende chini tuongee na watu wetu. We must remain as one bold community, the way other communities are doing. Kini imefika mahali mpaka rais tunamtukana sasa. Tumefika mahali because the only way to kill a community is to hit the head. Watagonga alafu walinigonga, zimuliona? Uhuru aondoke na Wa Iria azizimame. Unafiki. Mimi nitasimama kwa nguvu on behalf of my community. Na hiyo nimesema it is from deep down my heart, na mimi sichezangi. Mimi sikuwagi mtu wa mchezo. Me I have very little to lose. So naambia watu watuheshimu jameni. Unaingiliwa mpaka siku ya mwisho kwa bedroom. Siku ya mwisho wanalala kwetu. Sio kutuunganisha, kutenganisha. Hata siku za mwisho. Mimi nimeona siku za mwisho. I've raised an alarm to my community, and I'm requesting them to listen to me. Embu wanipatie hizo kula. Kama wataki kupatia mtu mwingine. Yes. Sawa. Wanipatie hizo kula, nipe baba to exchange. And as I conclude, nobody has promised the people of Murang'a anything. Ni matembezi tu na misafara tu. Ni kitu gani hicho watu wa Murang'a watapata? Ni nini? Na hatuitishi. Mimi nimeitisha yangu kwa niaba ya watu wa Murang'a. Tuwezi kaa hapo kama wajinga, kama marenge. Tunapiga makofi, Nyeri wanapewa hapo na huyo. Hapo wengine wanapewa na huyo. Sisi Murang'a tunalikuwa kama kaburi. Kwa sababu wamegawanya hizo zingine, basi wanipatie hiyo ya wizara, mimi hii mipango nitasukuma huko mbele. Mimi sina shida. Atupewi vitu. And we must demand. That's why we want to create a team which will demand. Na viongozi wote waniunge mkono, elders wote waniunge mkono. Mimi kama wanaogopa, mimi siogopi, and we must also protect Mother Wangari Kalowa. and respect her. She's our senior, she's a learning mate, we shall protect her. Lakini hizi zingine tuungane zote, mimi munipatie mahali nitapeleka, muniulize maswali. Hatuwezi kuwa ati haziko kwa kikabu, weka kwa kikabu yangu. Alafu mahali nitapeleka mimi muniulize wapi matunda ndugu. Nimemwambia ile tumeongea na mzee. So mimi naomba wazazi wetu na wazazi wangu wanasikizaga, wewe pale nimemwambia muende hapo. Vijana wetu muende hapo. Alafu baada ya uchaguzi tukuje tufanye mkutano. Tuseme walituambia huyu alituambia hivi tufanye. Na huyo mzee karibu kuwa rais, hebu nimuelezee. Nyinyi semeni vile mnasema, mudanganyane huko, huyo mzee karibu kuwa rais. Hii yetu kidogo ndio ile kanyama ya kuangusha kula. Kilo tunaweka anakuwa tuna debate, tunagawa nyama ya taifa. Na mimi nimemaliza. Nimesema kwa ufupi mimi na support Raila Odinga. I'll host him on Saturday. I'll campaign for him. Na huu utakuwa ni muungano wa Usawa na Azimio. Sijafunga chama changu. Na candidates wa Usawa ni wengi. We have over 700 candidates katika Kenya hii. Na waitishia kula wote. Yes, wote. Na pia wale watu wa upande mwingine kwanza wa Murang'a wakuje tukunywe chai wote. Ni waonyeshe siri. Kwa sababu hata wakipotea hawakujua. So msiogope candidates wa chama vyama vingine vyote mahali ulikuwa. Sasa kiongozi wenu ameamuka. Mkuje tukunywe chai. Wewe ulikuwa wa chama nyingine, kuja au host all of you wale ambao wanataka na mnitafute. Vyama hizo zote nimwambie sisi ni community. Mambo ya chama itakuja na itaisha. Wote wanitafuta, msiogope. Najua kuna wengine wananitafutanga wakiwa wamejificha. Sasa mimi nimetokea na nimewaalika wote. Ili tufanye kampeni moja, tumalize hii mambo. Na mimi nikienda hapo juu, Murang'a itafaidika. Hata wewe ukiwa wa chama gani, utafaidika tu. Kwa hivyo tushikane, munitumie kama ngazi, mpande hapa mkanyange, nifike pale nichune matunda, mimi nilete, sisi tukae gagari. Na nimezama nitasema hivyo bila kuogopa kwa sababu kila mtu amenyamaza, hata waitishi. Mimi nimeitisha. Mimi nimeitisha, waitishi wanaogopa, wamewekwa baridi na kila mtu. Sisi tupatie hiyo, tutakupatia kula mzee. Sawa sawa? Thank you very much. Sasa maswali kidogo alafu tunaongea Kikuyu ile ya kutosha kwa sababu hawajasikia vizuri, nataka wasikie. Yes. Yes. You have not asked now that Azimio and Usawa wamekuja pamoja. Not that I have joined Azimio. So you can rephrase and say, now that Azimio, Usawa na Azimio zimetengeneza urafiki. Sasa endelea. Nilisema tulikaa na mzee nikamwambia fikra zangu. Na tukasema tujaribu hii. Tukidanganywa I'll revive it. Sawa. But I have faith we must get our share of cake as a region. So I have faith that it's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, nothing stops me. But I have faith. I want to give people a chance. Okay? Good. Inaonekana hakuna maswali. Sasa tuongee ya Kikuyu. Nimesema hii kula ni kula kubwa zaidi. This is 621,000 votes. Sindio? Kwa hivyo this vote must be represented there. Again, the broader Kikuyu vote ni kubwa na Mount Kenya. And I'm the senior most in terms of being elected twice. I don't shy away from asking. I want to sit there. Sawa. Yes, because I know what I'm going to do. Kuna mambo ya kusasa, sasa hakuna gear reverse. Nimeona tutapotea. Nataka kukaa hapo. Yes. Wewe ni TV gani? Hebu kwanza tuulizwe. Wewe tuulizana tukiwa nyumbani. Ni sawa, hebu tumalize na hawa ngwana. Ngoja kidogo. Excuse. Kwanza tudiu na media, hiyo ya nyumbani tutaulizana. Yes, Nation, standard. Yes. For?
Zoning.
They will continue. So this is competitive. My candidates will continue. And I'm seeking for their support. Okay? Yes. Usawa kwa wote. Watu wapewe nafasi. Yes. Wajikodi atasema. Hiyo inaonekana tumemaliza. Now the other thing as I finish, the other day I raised the issue of the price of unga. Na nikatembea hii town na tukaenda Nyeri na tukaenda mahali. I demanded that unga ikuje 100. I am glad to report that unga imekuja 100. Na hakuna mwingine alisema, hakuna watu wasijifanye. Mimi nilitembea mpaka nikafanya demo, nikatumiwa askari kidogo wakunitisha kidogo, lakini the message went home. I demanded for 100 shillings for price of unga. I'm happy to report that at least iko 100. People can say everything, lakini mimi nataka kuona mtu ameenda kwa duka amelipa hiyo 230 alikuwa anatumia, anaikula siku 2, sio siku moja. So hiyo vile nilizukuma hiyo na ikawa hii nyingine. I'm telling my community, just trust me. I know how to push for things. Mimi si mtu wa gear reverse. Kama hiyo tulifanya kidogo na sasa nikiwa huko, hii nyingine yote itawezekana. All what you need is able representation and fierce demand there. Na ndio nimesema mimi tukiweka na madha hapo, utuweke na Munya na watu wengine, Central Mount Kenya region mkae mtangojea. Sawa, thank you. Hiyo Kikuyu. Yes. Kikuyu. Sasa leo tuthie Gikuyu. Tondu andu aya nio ndenda guteithia. Thank you muno. Ni muwi rugendo ruria ngoretwo ngerete. Can you keep quiet? Ni muwi rugendo ruria ngoretwo ngerete na mathina maria ndwarirwo. Nino ni governor wa pekee thiini wa Mount Kenya guthurwo maita meri Central Kenya. Na miaka yakwa yathira ndiroiga no nginya jethe giti kiu kingi nigetha mugambo wa andu aitu ndugathire, na ngirugamia gutuika president na kiama giakwa ti kia mundu ungi gia gwithondekera kia andu aitu kia usawa kwa wote. No kimara mari gitagwo Chebukati gikihingiriria biu oria ndaugire ni njega yumagira utuku maya Ngai makihingiriria ati governor wathanite miaka 10 uthite university ya Karikia uthuragwo na 80% ati ndakinyitie kiwango gia kuhuranira ati Wanjaka uyu ni wokinyitie na ndagiconoka kiugo guo. No ne turamenya areko guo tondu Wanjaka uyu ni wana kukwao hau ne njui nie ndire mukabira no hau ndirahingicwo nie ndihingicagwo ucio ni wana kugicagi gia kwao. Koguo na ngendia bangi na endie nyoka na etie nyamu ici cia hiti endie ciothe hatirĩ na problem. Gwatuĩka atĩ Wa Iria ndangĩrũgama